Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. And we continue to stream stories every day about entrepreneurship, business, the new economy, how people are adapting to the new economy. My name again is Jeffrey Davis. I'm host of Radio Entrepreneurs. I'm also one of the co-founders of the Family Business Association. Over my top left shoulder and down to my left is my management consulting firm that I've been at since 1985, Mage LLC, and we've worked with over 700 leaders of organizations in transition. So this economy has been very challenging to advisors, to entrepreneurs. We've been busier than ever before during this time of great change. Our next two guests in different locations, Molly Hanson and Sarah Grossman, business brokers at BayState Business Brokers. Welcome.
Thank you.
So this question is for either one of you. Tell us a little bit about BayState Business Brokers.
Well, BayState Business Brokers was established about 15 years ago. We specialize in the sale of businesses between 1 and 15 million in revenue. And what we really strive to do is take the service that you would get from a large M&A firm, if you were selling a $50 million business, but bring it to smaller businesses. So really, it's our comprehensive process. We do a business valuation. We do very comprehensive marketing materials so that we can present the business in the most professional manner and get our clients the best buyer and the best deal for their business.
And who started BayState Business Brokers?
So BayState Business Brokers was started by my father, Mark Adema, and we are now partners in the business. And I joined the business about 12 years ago, and Molly 4 years ago.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Time flies. So I'm going to break you up a little bit now. Sarah, tell us a little bit about your background. It's a family business.
So growing up, my father owned different businesses. So he owned a printing business and an auto body supply business. I actually started my career in public relations in New York and in Boston. And then I wanted to do a more sales focused business. So I did, I had different roles in different businesses, doing business to consumer and business to business sales. And then when Mark formed BayState about 15 years ago, he asked me to join him in the business. And it's been an amazing opportunity. We've been very busy. We love helping business owners who have worked so long in their business to be able to successfully transition onto a new phase of life and get the most value for their business.
Very nice. And Molly, tell us a little bit about your background and how you got.
Jeffrey. Sure. So I grew up in a small family business. It's a little bit of a conversation stopper in that it's wastewater supplies distribution. But professionally, my background is in finance and sales, which is, I think, a very transferable skill set, but allows me to bring something unique in that I'm a certified financial planner and can apply that knowledge to the business transaction process.
Great. So things been different selling during times of COVID? That's for either one of you or both.
Molly, you want to answer that one?
Sure. Yeah, the world has changed so much in the last 12 months, not only because of COVID, but because of the recent election. So COVID changed our business, I think, on an industry dependent basis. So for example, there were businesses that were actually very positively impacted by COVID. And of course, there were businesses that were negatively impacted by COVID and still continue to kind of look for the light at the end of the tunnel. So the way that we are working with different businesses and different business owners is very customized to the industry that they're in. Would you like to add to that?
Me?
So, to echo what Molly said, I think we've also seen that certain business owners, COVID was a trigger for them. So either they decided, okay, I really want to sell now. I don't want to wait another 5 years to rebuild my business. Or some of them said, you know what, I need to sit tight for another 6 to 12 months and get business back to normal before I sell. We've also just been restructuring our deals a lot. So whereas most of our deals, the owner's getting all cash at closing. In a lot of our deals now, we've had to have an earn out or maybe some, some part of the consideration is a future payment based on how much the business comes back or when it comes back. And so we've been really finding creative ways to get deals done. And then also just, targeting businesses that are doing well during COVID. I mean, we've seen liquor stores are doing very well. Construction related businesses are doing very well. And so finding those businesses that have stayed steady or even grown during this year.
Again, I don't think that this is always a representative sample, but in my business, it seems like the older the entrepreneur, the more now they're thinking, I've been through enough wars. Now's the time. Do you find that as well? Again, both of you can answer, but if you want to start, Sarah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is definitely, had a lot of baby boomers we expected were going to sell this year into the next 10 years. But I think for some of them, they've said, you know what? I just want to be done now. I want to retire. I want to preserve my health. I mean, health is on, top of mind for people more than ever. And I think a lot of them are pulling the trigger a lot sooner. With the election, we expect that within the next year or 2 years, capital gains rates are going to increase probably pretty significantly. So if a client is looking to sell within the next 2 years, they should really start the process now. It can take a while to sell a business, and they really don't. I mean, if you have a larger business, a 10 or 15% additional tax rate is, could significantly impact how much you get and you're able to walk away with.
Molly, I don't know if you wanted to add to that question, and I'm glad, Sarah, you brought up about capital gains. I know it's something that has been on my mind a lot lately with different things. But Molly, did you want to add to that before my next question?
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Great. I'm really, I have one person in particular, and every couple of months he sends me these unsolicited buyer inquiries into his business. And I have my opinion about these unsolicited direct mail pieces. I'm wondering if you have a feeling about that as well.
We hear that a lot, Jeffrey. So particularly right now, we've seen industry buyers become much more aggressive in their direct solicits to business owners. It's very flattering to pick up the phone and have someone want to buy your business. I think what many business owners don't understand is the current value of their business, which is one of the reasons why we do most of our business valuations in-house, so we can help with that process and help the business owner understand the current value of the business, as well as, the pre-COVID value of the business, and if there's a delta there. Business owners also typically don't understand how much work it is to actually sell a business. Identifying the buyer is actually not the hard part of what we do. Negotiating the deal, clearing all the contingencies to close, navigating and quarterbacking all of the parties, the accountants, the attorneys, et cetera, to actually get to a close can be, in many cases, a 6 to 9 month process. So we really want to help the business owner stay focused on their business and not pull them away to be focusing on the deal and really kind of take their hand off the steering wheel. Sarah, what would you like to add?
Yeah, and I think also, working with the broker also creates a more competitive environment. A lot of times these large companies are contacting business owners and they're trying to get a deal, right? They're thinking, I'm the only buyer out there that's contacting this company. I'm going to make a deal that's most advantageous for me. And the business owner really should have someone working on their behalf to get them the best deal for them. And when you work with a broker, you're creating a more competitive environment. If that industry buyer does not make a good enough offer, we likely have a lot of other industry buyers that we can approach who will make a better offer, and then as Molly said, the owner will, know the value of their business. We work best when we are part of our client's team. They have to have a good team in place. And it's really about having your attorney, your accountant, your financial advisor. And we want to be part of that team. And when you have a team of people working on your behalf, you will get the most value out of your business and you'll have the best process in selling your business.
We really appreciate that. And I've never been a fan of those bird dogging firms that are sending out mass mailings. I've had to chase them down for this particular company, and it's always just been a waste of my time. I'd rather be much more targeted in what I do. So, Molly and Sarah, if someone wanted to connect with either one of you, both of you at BayState Business Brokers, how would they find you?
So they can email either one of us. So it's Sarah at mabusinessbrokers.com and Molly at mabusinessbrokers.com. Our phone number is 617-562-5700. And then they can also visit our website at www.mabusinessbrokers.com.
And, I do think it's a good thing for most business owners to understand the value of their business. A lot of owners I deal with have a misperception of their value. And I think it does help them to sort of understand that, because you need to know when is the best time to sell my business. And remember, businesses are financial entities, especially for family businesses. But again, we've been speaking with Molly Hanson and Sarah Grossman, business brokers at BayState Business Brokers. I want to thank you for being on the show today, taking the time to meet with me.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Great. Remind everybody, this is Radio Entrepreneurs. We'll be back with more stories after this break. And hopefully in 2021, we'll have Sarah and Molly back again. This is Radio Entrepreneurs.